I need some risk. This is the first time I've done this since live art, so I'm going to paint and talk, explain what I'm doing, try to explain what I'm doing. I've got no idea. It started, so just got to get on with it. It's madness, isn't it? I've done this 1,000 times. Must be 1,000. I know it's 1,000 times this year sometime. I think it's sometime in September, which would be madness, really. But risk, intention, execution is still there. You can do it for days as I do it. I've done it for years. So, you know, you still need the risk. And what am I doing? I've got no idea. I've done it so many times and it's exactly the same. I still have no idea what I'm going to do from one stroke to the next, really. Well, it's not really about it. It's just the way it is. You just do it. Yeah, so red goes on for no good reason. But that's the odd thing. When you've done them, you stand back and think, oh, that's odd. I can recognise stuff in there. I try not to recognise anything. I just do stuff. If you're not, sometimes things come out and they're all right, and they make sense when you're doing it, and they are for a reason when you're doing it. And you still go. You pick up tools, and do I really want this one? I don't really. I haven't used that to paint for a while, so perhaps I will. And there are lots of arbitrary reasons you do paint. There's lots of arbitrary reasons you do things. You think they're arbitrary, and then you don't analyse it too much, because then you can just go a bit mad over it. And you see your own developments going. You foresee your own path in front of you. And sometimes you know where you're going, and sometimes you never know where you're going, actually. I mean, I'm not, and now I'm talking, it's complete, I have no real concept of what I'm doing at all, which is fascinating, which is more risk, because I haven't had any risk. I had two people come in the other day and watch me, and I realised I need some risk. You need risk. That's what we do. Risk, intention, execution. I'll repeat that phrase probably too many times, but it's true. If you don't have those three, they don't work. And you can have it without a consciousness, you can have it without anything. You can just do it. Where am I going now? Kind of looks alright like that. And you always keep an eye on the clock. Although I don't do it exactly in 5 minutes now, I try and keep it under 5 minutes, because otherwise you just prevaricate. You can just fiddle around on the... You see, this is the funny thing, and it is. You know, do I just go, or do I feather that out, put that in there, put that back into there? I've been using smaller trowels recently just to get this kind of stuff in here, and just there's nobody in the room, but it's still affecting me because I know somebody will be watching. So I'm doing it as though you are watching. So you're doing it with me, and this is a technique I've been doing for a while, just change the styles around a bit. But you don't really think about it, it just happens. And I could have picked up a brush, I don't know that one. Not today. Or I could have picked up anything really. As long as you've got a lot of tools around you, and you've got enough to play with, and because that's a nice line there, and you get the same effect almost, and just do it with a small palette knife. Do you want to sometimes you just leave it, sometimes you just leave that, and do I really want that white bit there? Not today. But by doing it, can you mess that up? It's quite easy. They're all allegory. They all mean something somewhere. And that piece of white there just works for no reason. It's 4:15. What am I going to do? I need white. I need white, and I need another palette knife. Do I? No, I don't need that one. If you're doing this, always have as much stuff around you as you can. And you're comfortable with it. You're comfortable with using it. You get more comfortable as you go over in time. It's not enough. It's not enough. And sometimes you don't know why you know it's not enough, but because there's an awful lot of white. Look, there's an awful lot of white on there. But you don't know. Try and get this done in 5 minutes. Including me talking. Backwards, in. Make a lovely squiggle. coming out. It's going to be really simple because I just want it to be simple.